Today we're going to be doing a demo on our laser cutter. This is a 150 watt CO2 laser. We use it mostly to cut through wood, acrylic, and other plastics. But if we do use that green tank on the back filled with oxygen, we can use it to burn through thin sheet metal as well. Today we're going to be doing a demo etching the BIC logo into the side of the bamboo sunglass. We're going to use some 3D printed jigs as aids to manufacture to help this go a little more smoothly. And every student's going to be able to get their own name on the pair of sunglasses and have them custom made just for them. So the first thing that we're going to do here, we have one pair of sunglasses loaded in already, and we have the laser pointed just over the top right corner. We have a file loaded up here. If I hit this box button, the laser is going to go around, and we can see that the light just catches on the edge, the front and back edge of the frame. Now the light that we see is actually just a visible light laser to assist with placement. The laser that's going to do the cutting is actually in the infrared spectrum, so it's completely invisible to the human eye. So since we have a nice origin and we have a nice bounding box, I'm now going to jog into the middle of the part here. You can see that dot now is in the middle of the frame. And we're going to reset our autofocus here. So first I lower the Z-axis all the way down. I adjust this little ring to make sure that our sensor's off. And then we do our autofocus routine. And we're now lined up here in good focus. So we'll do one last confirmation with our box here. You can see the front and back are both lit up. So I'm going to pull the lid closed here. And we'll hit start. And I'll note that we're running this without the fume extractor at the moment, just because it's a little bit loud and would mess with our audio. But ordinarily we'll have the air filtration running. So now we'll press start, and the laser starts doing stuff. So now that the laser's finished this first pair, we can pull this jig out, and we'll zoom in here. We'll adjust the focus so you guys can see. So we have a nice engraving here of the logo and a student's name. And just to give you a little highlight of how this works, so this green piece here is actually 3D printed, and this is called an aid to manufacture. Within 3D printing, there are three types of prints that you can make. You're either doing a prototype, where eventually you're going to manufacture your product using a different method, but you want to use 3D printing so that you can quickly iterate through designs as you're developing your product. The second would be end-use parts, where you're going to sell something directly to a consumer that's actually been 3D printing. And then the third, which we're doing here, is an aid to manufacture, which is something the consumer never sees, but it helps you produce parts either more consistently, faster, less expensively. In one way or another, you're using a 3D printed tool to improve the manufacturing process. So this 3D printed tool helps by holding onto the sunglasses in a repeatable way. It makes sure that they're aligned left to right as well as forward to back. And then this little slot here lines up with a blade on the laser cutter and makes sure that every time we load in a new pair of sunglasses, it goes just to the same point, and we'll get the same etching over and over and over again.